As I've advanced in my creative career, I've expanded my toolkit in a lot of ways. Many of these tools are exactly what you would expect from a cinematographer. For example, back when I first started, I was using a simple Canon DSLR, and just recently I was able to purchase a fully kitted out Red cinema camera for my work. I've got a ton of audio and lighting equipment, everything I need to make my production quality as high as I possibly can. But then there are some tools that I love, but honestly never thought I would really be excited about, like this. Now, I know what you're thinking, Ryan, that's a tripod. I've had many tripods, all of which had 3 legs and could plenty well get the job done, but this one has better legs, and it does the job better? I don't know, there's not really a sexy way to explain how good a tripod is. Anyways, there's one tool that I picked up a couple of years ago that I've really found myself using a lot more lately as my schedule has gotten more complex. I've been working with more clients, I've been traveling more, really scaling up in every aspect of my career. And that tool is Canva. I've been using it for a ton of different things for a while now, but one of the things that has really impressed me is how relevant it seemed to stay in my workflow. As we grow in our field, work on bigger, better projects, oftentimes we upgrade our gear or our tools. And with Canva, I've actually kind of done the opposite. The workload is quickly stacking up, and I found myself using a lot of Canva's features more often. This is especially thanks to the fact that they continue to keep adding features that make creators' lives easier. The amount of things you can do inside of here is kind of insane, and honestly, it can be a little bit overwhelming if you're just getting started. So in today's video, I want to take you guys through 3 ways that I use Canva regularly to speed up and enhance my workflow as a creative professional. All right, so sit back, get comfy, let's talk about Canva. One of my favorite things to post on social media, on Instagram, are these cinematic frame stacks. I've shared these with you guys before. Being a filmmaker, in a lot of ways, Instagram isn't very friendly to the whole widescreen format. Stacking 3 widescreen shots on top of one another in a 4x5 canvas can give you a really unique and interesting look, and gives you a way to better share that cinema-minded composition and style on Instagram. Now, for something like this, compositing a few images together, I think a lot of people would think to jump over to Photoshop, but Canva can make this process insanely fast and simple by utilizing templates. So what I've gone ahead and done is actually created a template already for this process. All this is a 4x5 composition ready to go for posting on Instagram. And what I've done is I've put 3 shapes inside of here and formatted them to evenly divide vertically by 3. Now, of course, we're gonna need some stills from our video to put in here. All we need to do is tap one of these squares, hit replace, and then we'll scroll through and find some frames that we want to use. These frames were from a Nike shoot just a few weeks ago that I was the director of photography on. Pretty cool look, pretty happy with the way this whole thing turned out. Now, one thing that might begin happening as you start resizing the images to better fit the composition is you might go over that evenly divided 3rd line. So really simply, I can just kind of slide between the 2 images and reference the other black and white lines to make sure that it's all still level. There we go, something like that. And now if I want to create another stack, I can literally just slide over and begin replacing more of these little squares. And I've gone ahead and made this template available for you guys to download. So if you want to do this same thing right now, just go sign up for Canva for free and you can use the template. On to the next. Let's talk thumbnails. Honestly, I've got a little bit of a love-hate relationship with them. I'll shoot a video, get super excited about it, pull an all-nighter trying to edit it, finally finish, hit that export button, get ready to upload it, get it scheduled to go live first thing in the morning, and then I'm like, I need a thumbnail. Watch how easy we can knock out a fairly tedious thumbnail concept in just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and create a new design. We'll do 4K 3840 by 2160. Let's find something. I like this frame a lot. This was from the project I shot for Prada. This is my buddy Tyler. First thing, let's go ahead and right click and hit set as background image. Now, in order to adjust the positioning, we can click on the image, hit crop, and And then I think we'll go for something like that, just kind of barely on that right third. We'll hit done. Now, what I wanna do here is I wanna put some clean text on this, but I think it'd be cool to have it maybe go behind Tyler and the camera. Normally, that would require masking, and I'm sure I can't be the only one who hates masking. I don't have the patience for it. I'm not good at it. Watch what we can do here. Let's drag the same image in, and then up in the top, let's hit edit image, and you'll see we have background remover. This is a Canva Pro only feature, so maybe this will convince you. And literally with one click, we have a perfectly masked out subject. I couldn't even do this as good in Photoshop, like the edge, the feathering, it just works. Let's go ahead and throw in some text. Canva has a ton of text presets. A lot of them are really cool, but I think for this, something very minimal and bold would look really cool. Drop this in. He's shooting with the Sony FX6, so let's call this the Sony FX6 review. Let's just go ahead and drag up the size, and you'll notice at the moment, the text is laying over the top of everything. But if we just click on the masked out image of Tyler, go up to the top right, hit position and bring it forward, we can just adjust the text to fall a little bit more in the center. One thing to point out here is that they do automatically detect the color palette of the entire composition. But I think white for this will probably look good. Let's try some effects. There's a few different things we can do here. We can add a drop shadow, or we can just click lift, which adds like a very, very subtle, soft drop shadow. It's perfect for stuff like this, where you have text on a very flat background and you just need it to stand out a tiny bit more. My general rule of thumb with drop shadows in a scenario like this is that less is more, so we'll dial it pretty far back. Okay, that's looking pretty good, but I think we can take this to another level here. I think we could play with the color in this background image a little bit, make things pop a bit more. So we can open the edit image, go to adjust, and we have all of our adjustments here. Let's cool it down a little bit, make it a little bit more blue, maybe desaturate it, play with blur a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. Because the image underneath is getting blurred, but the top image is staying the same, it's kind of like glowing around the edges. That's kind of a cool effect though, I'm not gonna lie. Like really subtle, something like that. That's pretty cool, I like that. Considering the fact that I was able to mask and independently adjust stuff and layer text behind something, all with like just a few clicks, that's pretty good. Spent a little time on Instagram this morning and gotta say, been really inspired to be making Reels more lately. I talked a lot about Reels in my 7 days of content video and how they're really cool because they can be really raw and unique and simple, but I oftentimes still find myself lately wanting to overthink it and over-perfect it. So lately, I've been trying to make more of an effort to record more random little video clips and take more photos when I'm out doing stuff, when I'm on sets shooting. Let's jump into Canva and edit together a cool little lifestyle reel. We'll create a mobile video, probably just start with a blank template, and let's go ahead and upload all of the video clips that we want to use. The really cool part about editing videos within Canva is that with Canva Pro, you can actually access directly Epidemic Sound's music and sound effects library. So I can just go over to audio here and search up, I don't know, let's do hip hop instrumental. And just like that, we can scroll through a library of music from Epidemic Sound. Pretty cool. So now that we have the audio in, we can start bringing in more of our clips and start trimming them up to make a cool little vlog type thing. Editing short little videos inside of Canva is extremely fast and intuitive. You can drag around clips, resize them, add audio tracks, sound effects. For something like this, a short little simple edit, this is a perfect tool. You'd be really surprised with some of the tools and effects you can do with video editing in Canva. Probably something that deserves its own video. So if you guys wanna maybe see me edit an entire YouTube video inside of Canva, let me know down in the comments. Look, I'm just barely scratching the surface with what I'm doing inside of Canva here, but I hope showing you guys a few of these really simple ways that I'm using it can inspire you to find new ways to add Canva into your workflow. It's free to use, but as always, if you guys are interested in trying it out and really taking advantage of all of those amazing features, you can click the link down below and get 2 free months of Canva Pro for free. If you guys want to see more of what you can do inside of Canva, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you to Canva for sponsoring this video. Thumbs up, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.